Hello again, boys and girls. Welcome to Tarot World. Today I thought we'd go over the real advantages of knowing the 3-card spread, because it'll help you with any other spread you do. What's really good with the 3-card is that it teaches you how to interact one card to the other very easily, because you got 3 cards out and now you got to connect them. It also teaches you how to look at a card spread easily, because it's just 3 positions. And I think that's important too. I'd like to mention that a position in a card spread is not just where you place the card. A position in a card spread is an aspect of the question, and that's what's more important than the card that's placed into it as far as the meaning of the position. It's actually an aspect of your question, and that's the purpose of the position. The card is just there, placed into that position to give us ideas as far as an answer to that aspect of the question. So with a 3-card spread, you have past, present, and future, usually. Those are the 3 usually used for that kind of spread. And that spread is on your table before any cards are laid into it. That's just what the reader is going to use, is a 3-card spread, past, present, and future. Then a card is placed in the past to give ideas about what we can look at, what advantages we have looking back at the past here. Maybe that card can give us some ideas for that. Same with the present and the future. And this gives you a better outlook on what those positions are really about, and the purpose of them is not just where you place the card. It makes us look at the question in sections, what we're looking into. So now when we look at the past, we're not just looking at what happened in the past. We could put a card in the past position to give us ideas on what we've gained as far as experience or something else in the past that will help us with this situation. What has happened in the past that will help us as we move forward with what we're trying to accomplish? We're looking back at the past in relation to this question in some way that it'll help us. Maybe it's the strength you required, or something that you accomplished in the past that will help you move forward on what you're doing. And it's good to keep that in mind as you're moving forward. Same with the present. What you're doing right now in the present, this allows us to question that and say, okay, well, here's what you're doing, or what you could be doing. By placing a card in there, we can look and say, okay, this card gives me ideas as far as options of what you could be doing right now in the present. It would help you get this moving, whatever it is. And the same with the future. The future is not an outcome. It's just what you can anticipate happening in the future. It might be just moving closer to your goal. It might be a warning of some type to watch for, to prepare for something negative maybe that you have to keep an eye out for. Or it could be some accomplishment that you've got to be able to anticipate getting an opportunity to achieve if you watch for it. That'll bring you closer, or maybe even complete your goal. But either way, it's advice on things that could help you in all 3 aspects. Well, a lot of people look at past, present, and future. They're thinking, well, this is just the past. I don't care about that. This is the present. I don't care about that. I want to know what's going to happen here. Well, that's not the good way to look at it. As far as I'm concerned, these are my thoughts, by the way, so my suggestions. Looking at the past in some way that will help me now and in the future about what I'm trying to accomplish. Looking at the present is what could I be doing now that will help me with this. And in the future, what I could anticipate or opportunities I can look for that will help me achieve what I'm trying to accomplish. So looking at it that way helps a lot. And because if you want to look into anything, you need to break it apart into sections anyway. And that's what we're doing with a card spread. And that's what we're doing here. We're looking at the past in some way that will help me. I'm looking at what I'm doing right now that will help me, and something I can anticipate or watch for, to keep an eye out for in the future that will help me if I watch for it. And these cards, the purpose of the cards is to be placed into those positions to give me, the reader, ideas as far as some type of help to give you advice of what we're doing with those positions. We're going to go over some examples of this. So I'm going to turn the camera around. But once we see what the positions are all about, then we can look at it and say, well, we could change these positions. Meanings. We could change the meanings of the positions. So if you don't want to go with past, present, and future, which can be, those are they can be helpful in the way I just put it to you, in the way I explained it, they can be helpful. But you could also go into, instead of past, present, and future, I like to go into strengths, weaknesses, and opportunity. What are the strengths of my situation that I should focus on and make sure that I'm using? What are the weaknesses? What weaknesses do I have? What vulnerabilities do I have here that I need to watch for and protect, or maybe strengthen in some way? And then opportunity. Where's my opportunity to move forward on something? Or what could I give myself as far as an opportunity to bring me closer to my goal? These are more constructive to me than past, present, and future. Another could be looked at as negatives, or you could look at positive aspects of the situation, negative aspects of the situation, and then conclusion. So that would be a way of just weighing out the good and the bad and then making a choice. All that really you're doing is putting aspects of your question out there that you think would be helpful to look into. Past, present, and future works fine. So do the other two I just gave you. And you can come up with your own. But what's good about the 3-card spread is it allows you to interact the 3 cards in some way to make a story and come up with some conclusions here on what you should be doing as a client, the seeker should be doing. And or if you're learning with a Celtic cross, there's a lot of different positions. But the 3-card is real good to see how 3 cards work together. Cards can work together to make a story. The way I do a Celtic cross is actually a series of 3-card positions too. I might even do one on this just to show you the advantages of the 3-card, because I use it in other spreads too. You could also even take a 3-card spread and say, I'm going to put 3 cards in each position instead of just one, because now you know that the card is not just a position for one card. It's an aspect of the question. Position 1, position 2, position 3 are aspects of your question. I could put as many cards as I want in position 1. So if I'm going to go 3 cards in each position and make it a 9-card spread, you could do that. Nobody's going to arrest you if you do. Do anything you want here. if it works for you. So that's why it's a good spread to learn when you're starting out. And that's all. I just think it's good for you to learn. So before we go into actually showing a couple of samples here, I also wanted to mention something else. I mentioned this one other time in my one of my other YouTubes. I don't know why I don't do it a lot more, but this is my quick reference bookmark. It's a cardstock. It has the major arcana meanings on one side and the minor arcana meanings on the other, the way I use it. And it's keywords for the meanings. So now if you're learning about tarot cards, I felt that these are really handy to have, and because if you're reading about them, and you could use this as a bookmark, you know. So if I'm reading about something, I want to remember, okay, what is the Six of Wands? What's the meaning of that card again? Instead of looking in my book and finding that meaning, I could just look right on here and get an idea with a key word of what the Six of Wands would represent. So this is handy to have, and people love them. And so they make a nice bookmark for tarot card books, my books or anybody else's books. And if you want to get one of these, you can go to my website and download your own PDF file, and it backs up to make 2 on an 8.5 by 11. But if you want it on a cardstock like this, and you don't want to buy cardstock to print out on your printer and cut these out, you can get one from me if you have read one of my books and you want to leave a rating on the book, 5-star, 4-star, whatever you feel the book is, an honest rating, and write a few sentences about why you thought the book was good or not good, and just give an honest report on it, nothing big, and then email me from the link below here, and you'll see that's my website. My email's on there, and you could just go to my email and tell me that you did that, you left a rating, and email me your Amazon name so I can verify your rating that you left. You know, in your note, you could tell me that, and then write down your name and address on there, and I'll throw one of these in an envelope and send it to you the next day. So you'll have it. That helps my ratings with Amazon as far as the search engines. That's the only reason I'm saying to do that. And so, you know, you do that for me, I'll do this for you. And I make these now and then. Oh, when I run out of stock, I make some more. I might change some of these keywords, and you'll see these same keywords in my books, because I make the same list in my book. They might be, some of them might be different, but usually, for the most part, 99% of them are the same. But as time goes on, I might change a word here and there, and you can do that with just a keyword meaning. So, and if you want to change one, you could white one out and ink in something else too. But it really helps a lot, and people like it. It's a good idea, and it's worked out well. So my quick reference list, bookmark. My world famous quick reference list. That's how you get one. Go to Amazon, rate my book, any one of them, and tell me what book it is. Email me, tell me your Amazon name, and I will get one of those in the mail to you. So now we're going to do some 3-card spreads, and I'm going to use the Rider deck. I might use the Say deck too. We'll see how it goes. And okay, we'll get started. All right, here we are. 3-card spread quick reference list. We don't need that right now. Pencil, no. And again, right now, the 3-card spread is in place. There's no cards on the table. We're just looking at the past, present, and future on a question. There's no, if you're talking to a friend about your question and you're not using tarot cards, you would still be talking about those same aspects maybe of the question, or strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities, or advantages, disadvantages, and conclusions. You would still be doing that. You don't need to, you need to have the aspects to look into in the first place, to find ideas. And so that's what we're doing. I'm going to use the Rider deck here. And we're going to lay 3 cards out, and I'll show you how that works. World card, 10 of Swords, that's always a winner. 4 of Pentacles. So, is this recording? Yeah, okay. All right, past, present, and future. And here's another card here. We're just going to get rid of that. And so here's what we have. So the past, a lot going on for you in the past with the World card. A lot of good things happened. A lot of accomplishments happened. You could use that knowledge and the influence you have from the past that will help you move forward in the future with the situation. So you had a lot going for you with this endeavor or objective of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. The World card showed me you really had a lot. A lot of advantages, a lot of influence maybe, or a lot of ability. Things were good. Present situation, a time of completion and ending of that in the past. So this is turned around for you. Everything was going right for you in the past. Yeah, you can still use this information. You were there once before, you can get there again because of what you know from the past. So focus on what you've been in the past, what you have going for you. Present, right now, things have ended, they completed. That's all right, look at it as a clean slate. This is done, it's over. And what we need to do now is look at it as a completion. And that completion could be taken a lot of different ways. It could be completions of stages of a situation, completion of one stage, start of another stage, completion of a whole new situation, or completion of one situation, starting a whole new one, depending on the type of question it is. But looking at it as a completion, this could be helpful if a person's refusing to see that or give up on something. They need to let go of things and let it release and go, and look at it as a completion. Now the thing is, if it's a situation where you can say completion of one stage, and that doesn't mean the whole situation is gone, but this one stage or level, things will never be what they were with this situation. That doesn't mean they're over. That could just mean that they're never going to be what they were in the past. They're going to be different now. So now looking at it and saying, okay, things are going to change here in a different way. I'm not going to try to cling to the past of how good it was there. I'm looking at it as a whole new situation. It might be just as good. It might be just different. Who knows? But it's going to be something new. The completion means the beginning. So it's a new beginning for you. And realizing this about the situation would be important to do. A lot of people don't want to let go of situations. They're used to it, and that's what they want. And again, that doesn't mean it's over. It just means what it was in the past is over. It'll be something new now. Might be better. It might be just different. And it might be totally gone. Future. What to look for in the future? what we have here is stability. Here I have, just to go over the meanings of my key word meanings here. The key word meaning I have for the world card is peace and harmony. I have, I think it's peace and harmony. Perfect balance I have here, not harmony. Perfect balance. Things were good. Tens. Ten of Swords, I have, they're all the same to me, so all the tens are completion. I had that, just said that. Fours are stability. Four of Pentacles here. Fours are stability. So in the future, I see a very stable situation. Now that can be looked at as if you find opportunities to structure and resolve, and they're there. There's things that you can plan and put into place as a good foundation to build on. Something that maybe wasn't there before as far as predictability and routine and things that could be depended on. Putting something in place that's solid and conclusive and dependable. You have opportunities to do that. This here is a major, and I think that this is important too, because the past is showing us a lot as far as what you've been able to accomplish. You can put this in place. A very solid foundation, structured, stable situation in place because of who you are and what you've accomplished. New beginning, new situation right now. It'll all be different, but I do see it being very dependable and something you can count on. Very stable. Something you can call your own and be proud of. So look for ways to structure it and say, look, I got this in place, this will work. If you're talking to other people, come up with ideas about ways you can do that. You know, this wasn't in the past, we didn't have this, now we got this, now we could have this. And I can put that in place, I can do that. Something people can count on and trust in. Your stability, your stable, or your consistency about things. It'd be very helpful here. And something you can count on too about yourself or about the situation. So perfect balance, peace and harmony is another way I look at the world card. My old quick reference list had peace and harmony. This one has perfect balance. Again, if you like this and you want to, you could just white this out, take white out, and put whatever you want in here on any of these meanings. But right now you're going through a time of completion. Your heart, it was a lot of perfect balance. Things were good. Things were in place, moving along good. But right now there's a completion, an end to that, beginning of one cycle, end of one cycle, beginning of another. But I do see it being a very stable situation for you coming in your future. Look for opportunities to make this happen. Look for ways to you can put things in place that you can count on and other people can count on too and trust in, and you'll have what you're looking for. Again, if you wanted to, you could take these and put other cards in place here too. You could put three cards, whatever you want in here. Aces, harmony in the world card. Ace of Swords, world card. You've been successful. You created this situation before. You had a new situation that you taken this right from the ground. You didn't walk into this already established. You were there at the ground level in the beginning of this, and you were able to make it work. You had maybe something to do with it. If you want to look at the suit, you could say thought. Swords are thinking. You figured this thing out when it was what was in the past. You helped build this and create it. The completion, and you've learned a lot from it with the kings. Aces are new beginnings, new ideas. Kings are knowledge. A completion, a learning experience for you with the king. Knowledge, kings are knowledge. So it's a real learning experience, and from that learning experience you're going to be able to really move forward with a lot of confidence with the Seven of Cups. I think I have sevens as confidence. Experience, I have experience. So this experience is going to allow you to move forward with confidence because now you know exactly what you're doing, and that's going to allow you to stabilize things with the Four of Pentacles. Now you see how cards can complement each other, either as a 3-card spread, just those 3, but even add on other cards to complement the 2 here, the 2 here, and the 2 here can help put this all together too. So that's how that works. We can throw another card if you want. Action, Knights, Truth, Justice, Leadership, the Emperor. You have the ability to take action, take initiative with the Knight of Wands, to start new ideas with the Ace of Swords that'll put things in balance, harmony. You've done it in the past, you could do it again because of who you are. You're an honest person. You seek truth with things, especially now after this completion. You've learned a lot. Truth is important. Be true to yourself. Be true to the situation. Seeing things for what it really is will help you take away veils of deception or illusion. The Truth card. Look at what the truth is right now. Try to see past things now that you've got this knowledge because of this completion. Opportunities. Stability with the Four of Pentacles. Confidence, experience with the Seven of Cups. The Emperor card. Emperor card is creating something new. Leadership abilities. Being the one who can think these things out and come up as a leader and saying, I got this figured out. Follow me with this and trust in it, it'll work. I see trust, confidence, trust in you, confidence in you because of your experience. And I see you being able to be successful to create this into something that you want with the Emperor card. So now a 3-card spread has turned into a 9-card spread, but we're still talking about past, present, and future in a way that's kind of constructive to somebody. So I would tell, wrapping things up here, I would say you've been successful in the past with this. You had a lot of good things going on in the past with this situation. It's a new level of things now, seeing things for what they really are. You've learned a lot with a new look on things with the Truth here. And I do see you being able to structure things in the that's present. And in the future, opportunities to structure them, to put a foundation on things, something stable. And I see because of your confidence and the confidence you're showing other people, that's going to be a plus for you. So building confidence, other people seeing you with confidence, showing them that you could stabilize things and put things in place that need to be done and that could be trusted and depended on. And I do see you may be able to show leadership qualities by taking an initiative, the same initiative the Knight has. Knights are action. That action turns into leadership because you thought of it. It was your ideas that you took action on, not somebody else telling you to do it. And that's a leadership quality with the Emperor. So now, 3-card spread turned into a 9-card. But you can see cards interacting with each other can show a lot of value. Hope you like this. And practice the 3-card, you'll do well. The way I do a Celtic, I'm just going to show you real quick. is a series of 3-card spreads. These cards turned over. These 3 cards are one 3-card spread. What is the question? Numbers 1 and 2 position and 7 position. How the client sees their own question. One 3-card spread, even though it's not laid out as a 3-card, those 3 cards work well together. Position 3, position 4, and position 9. First 3 were what is the question? That allows us to rephrase the question, look at the question. These 3 are why. Why do you want this? Why do you want it in your life? Actions you're currently taking, looking for immediate goals, immediate results, and the purpose of what you're doing are the 3 points that are looked into. And why do you want this? Another 3-card. How are we going to achieve this? Another 3-card. Positions 5, 6, and 10. An asset the client has. Something that they should keep in mind about themselves. Strong points that they can use that will help them. An opportunity coming in the near future. And details on things to watch for and look for as far as opportunities that will help the opportunities. Chances. Things that you can grab that will help you get what you're looking for. Things to watch for if it's a negative card that you might have to challenge or take on. Resistance of some type. I'm not going over the meanings here. I just want to show you the 3-card spreads on the Celtic. And then I have position 8 by itself for the timing. When to act. When to act. Act now before opportunities are lost, or wait for a more opportune time where things will be at your advantage to act then. If you wanted to, you could throw 3 cards here as well and make it a 3-card spread all the way around. The only reason I use the Celtic Cross design is because I learned with the Celtic Cross and I just force a habit. But I realized that those were 3-card spreads in there working with each other. You could take these 10 positions. If you wanted to be boring about it, you could actually just take positions 1, 2, and 7, 3, 4, and 9, 5, 6, and 10, and 8 by itself. And lay it out this way. The position, the way it's laid out on the table, is not really that important. What's important is you're looking at those aspects of the question that are constructive aspects to find answers for, and that'll be very helpful for your client. Clients, if you're professional, if you're reading professional level, clients are not looking for a cold reading. They're seeking you out with a specific problem that they're looking for answers for. And it's nice to be able to have aspects that you know will work well with any question, be helpful for them. So, hope you like this. Keep throwing cards. We'll talk soon. Bye.